came on earlier days, so I want to jump on tonight to see if I get some more mature people coming in as the audience. Because so let's see. I get let's see who I get tonight. There may be some people that do crazy stuff, but not I. I just did my facial routine. I don't know if it's show. I got the sitting here in the dark. Well, dark enough. It's not sunshine light. It's lamp light. So I just want to see who my family is, see who's here, and see who's going to join me tonight. I don't know if I'm going to leave this live up or if I'm going to take it down. It depends on who comes through. For those of you that don't know, I am Cheryl, also known as Sheels, and I'm a former bodybuilder and a 2-time stroke survivor, helping other stroke survivors become thrivers by reclaiming their health, their strength, their confidence, their independence, and their resilience, one movement at a time. So if that's you, you can drop some red hearts in the comment below. Let me know that you're a stroke survivor, or if you're someone that actually has helped a stroke survivor as a caretaker. Because I know it's been a journey for everybody. For the stroke survivor themselves and or the let me clean this, sorry guys. From the stroke survivor themselves and or the caretakers of the stroke survivors. I think my people like Sundays. Hey, how are you? Thanks for joining. I appreciate that, y'all. I'm a former bodybuilder and a 2-time stroke survivor, so I'm just coming on to see if any of my people. Well, it depends. Zoomy creativity, I do have one. Depends on, if you like to, I don't know if you're interested in stroke survivors. I'm fine. How are you? And how old are you? If you look at my description, I have all my links there. Thank you. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. I was here earlier today, but I deleted the live because I didn't have, oh, hey there. You're here from Mizoram? You're 15? Oh dear. You're not my audience. I apologize. I'm not a gamer. I'm an adult. I have t-shirts older than you. You're 22? Okay. Oh, okay. I still have t-shirts and shoes that are older than you, but thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'm a former bodybuilder and I'm a surviving stroke survivor. I asked you that because I don't know if this is the channel for you to stop by, because this is more for older or mature audience. So, yes, I'm from America. Where are you guys tuning in from? Do I look like I'm from somewhere else? What do I look like I'm from? Just curious. From Vegas, thanks for joining in. How are you? Thanks for stopping by, guys. I appreciate it. Where is Mizoram? No, I've never heard of Mizoram. Where's that at? What country? Thanks for joining in, guys. I'm a former bodybuilder and a two-time stroke survivor. So I had a stroke last year and I'm in recovery right now. So I'm trying to get back to life. Trying to get back to things. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining on. I look like I'm from the East Coast. What does that look like? I never heard of that. I didn't know there was an East Coast look. I'm gonna put my glasses on, guys, because I'm sitting back. Let me see what y'all saying here. Oh, your mother did? Oh wow. Were you her caretaker? How's she doing now? How's your mother doing now? And thanks for joining, everybody. I appreciate that. If you have not subscribed, if you are interested in any of the videos that I put out for stroke survivors, they're recovery videos of my own personal journey. So I'm not here to give advice. Well, excuse me, not advice. I am here to give advice, but I'm not here to coach you into doing anything. You make sure that you follow your PT, your OT, and your PCP. So what I do is I share my journey. And if what I do inspires you, God bless your ministry. Okay. 24/7 caretaker. Oh wow. Well, I'm glad she's doing well. I'm hoping she is. I assume that. Yeah, it's a journey. It's a journey. And if you don't mind me asking, how old is your mom? She's 53. Okay, I'm 57. I had it when I was 56, and I didn't think something like that would ever happen to me, but I had a lot of contributing factors that caused it. So, what questions do you guys have for me regarding either bodybuilding or stroke? I used to compete on stage, just so that you all know. If you look throughout my videos on my YouTube channel, you'll see that. But so far, I've been making videos towards stroke recovery and my own personal journey. But I do have videos of me working out. I used to leg press 630 pounds for like 10 to 12 reps, 3 sets. I used to be able to do that. But now because I've had the stroke. So what I had was multiple mini strokes on the right side of my brain, and my left side became flaccid. And I appreciate you coming. So which means, and in the midst of me having a stroke, I actually had two strokes. In the middle of me having a stroke, 9 months later, I developed what is called frozen shoulder. It's called adhesive capsulitis. So I had limited range of motion in my left arm. My entire left side was flaccid. So left arm range of motion was gone. My cognitive skills were impacted. My speech was impacted. My vision a little bit. And sometimes if you hear me talk, I may stutter sometimes, or I may stumble over my words. And sometimes there's like a gargle in my throat. Yeah, all that happened to me. My left side was completely flaccid. I had my hip flexors were impacted. Your hip flexors is a muscle that causes you to lift your leg. So I wasn't able to lift my leg. I was in a wheelchair, a walker, and now on a cane. So I've graduated each one. And you wouldn't have thought a bodybuilder would have had a stroke, but I had other personal contributing factors that happened. My mom passed away. My dad passed away last year, and I had issues in my family that was personal. So I don't want to talk about the personal issues, but that contributed to me having a stroke. after my mom passed away. So there were a lot of things that caused it. It was stress. And what was crazy was that's all I taught about. My coaching and my teaching was stressing less, eliminating stress, making sure that you take care of your health and your well-being. And everything that I talked about actually happened to me. It was crazy. It was crazy. Oh, bless you. It's all good. You just got to keep showing up. You got to keep showing up for yourself. If you don't show up for you, nobody else is. You can't expect outside people to cheer you on. You have to encourage yourself. And I guess that's just the bodybuilding part in me that helps me get through this recovery. I'm not completely healed yet. Not yet. But if you go to my playlist says my life as a former bodybuilder and a two-time stroke survivor. I have those out, but look at my disclaimer on all my videos. Please continue to follow your OT, your PT, and your PCP. I am not a professional of stroke recovery. I was a former bodybuilder. I was a professional bodybuilder. And I was also a fitness. I appreciate it now. Again, when you're watching the videos, you got to watch them all the way through so that the algorithms can pick them up. If you don't have time to watch a video they're only like 20 or 30 minutes long, but I've also interviewed other stroke survivors. That's on my podcast playlist. It's called Stroke Conversations. But I've interviewed other stroke survivors, and I got people on there that are in 8 years stroke recovery. I was like, Lord have mercy. I got people that are 5 years stroke recovery and they're doing very well. I got a young lady on there. So I interviewed two people that's on there. So you can look at their interviews and check everything out there as well too. But I'm doing well. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm not where I used to be. Let's just put it that way. I'm not going to complain. Now, just so you guys know, the doctors don't know what caused my stroke. They don't know. 30% of the strokes that happen, they don't know what caused it. Doctors, they do what they're taught. You know what I'm saying? They're here to medicate and operate. You have to make sure you take care of your own health, do your own research, make sure you do what works for you. Do what the doctors say until you get to a point to where you're not at risk or your family member is at risk. You do what works for you. You move at your own pace and you do what works for you because there's medication involved. You have to be careful of doing and taking certain things that will impact the medication that you're on that will also impact your health. So you gotta be very careful with that. Okay. Make sure you read my disclaimer on all my videos and your PCP. Follow them. I'm just here sharing my journey. All right. Thank you guys for stopping by. I just wanted to come on for a little bit and, see who was up with me tonight. Well, mine was a genetic. Nobody in my family that I knew had a stroke. Nobody. I think I'm the first out of my entire family. They've had congested heart failure. They've had diabetes, high blood pressure, all other things, but they never had a stroke, and which was really interesting because that's not genetics in my family. So what they said could have been, I had an underlying syndrome that I didn't know I had. It's called lupus anticoagulant. It's an anticoagulant. And I don't have lupus. My mother's other daughter has lupus. I don't have lupus. I have the anticoagulant, whatever all that is. That's the symptoms of that. And that contributed to having a stroke as well too. But again, like I said, they don't know what caused it. They don't know. You just have to do your own research. You're not a doctor, neither am I. Just do your own research and do what you know and think and believe is best. I'm looking to go the holistic way, but I'm not recommending nobody do that. You have to do what works for you. You also have to be very mindful of your family. Don't go making decisions and doing things that will impact you and your family, because having a stroke turned my life around, like upside down, sideways, flipped up, down, all which kinds of ways. It was crazy. It was just crazy, you know. And I don't wish this on nobody. I don't. I don't wish this on nobody. I don't want nobody. Just take care of yourself, guys. I thought I was taking care of myself. Apparently, I wasn't. I was taking on too much more than I could handle. Um, like I said, there were some contributing factors. I was working a job that wasn't paying me my worth and my experience and my years in the field that I was in. That stressed me out. So I wasn't making the money that I deserved to make, or even close to making. Because rent is high. Out here in America, it's extremely expensive, and you can't make it on $14 an hour. I wasn't getting paid that, but they wasn't paying me my worth. So that was stress. I wasn't making enough money to take care of my living standards. My mother passed away in 2022. My father passed away last year. My brother passed away. My uncle, so wait, mother, father, brother, two brothers actually, uncle. So that's 5 people that passed away all within like 2 or 3 year span. And then I had to take on all the responsibilities of what my mother left behind, which was not that much. She didn't have that much. But when you have family involved, that's when all the hell breaks loose, because family don't want to cooperate. There are people that I was in charge of the estate, and my mother knew what she was doing when she left me in charge. But there are people that will, do what needs to be done. And there are people that are trifling and just not good people. Like I said, there were some things that happened that contributed to my stroke. So I'm not going to talk about, the family piece of it, because I don't want to trigger anything, you know. But I will tell you the things that were, that affected me. I had multiple mini strokes in the right hemisphere of my brain, which caused my left side to become flaccid, as I stated. My cognitive skills were impacted. My vision was impacted. My speech was impacted. My swallowing was impacted. So my voice box, as you can hear, is not that loud. And sometimes it sounds like I'm gargling. My left side was impacted, my hip flexors, my range of motion, my arm, I have weak ankles and a drop foot. So the exercises that I do on my channel is on my playlist that will contribute to me getting better with this and strengthening myself. I'm not there yet. I still have a long way to go, but I'm not where I used to be. I'm a year and a half post-stroke recovery. Still got a long way to go. So if you have any questions, come make your questions down below, or comment, and I'll try to answer them as best as I can. And I did early on fall into a depressive state. I did. That was early on, because I didn't have my mother around. Although I'm a full-grown adult woman, but you still want to be there for your mom, or your mom to be there for you. And my mom wasn't here. So no longer here. I couldn't call him. We talked on the phone a lot, and we talked on the phone for hours talking about nothing. We could be on the phone for 2 or 3 hours talking about nothing. And sometimes I had to get off of the phone with her. But yeah, those are the breaks. I'm a big girl now. I got to keep going. But I'm not going to stay here long, because, everybody's gone now. And I guess I get to being boring at this time. So I don't want to be, bore you guys. But I'm going to A there is Shay. She knows. CHE. Cheryl Harris Enterprise. She knows. Thank you guys for joining in so late. If you guys want me to come on tomorrow, I'll come on tomorrow, but during the day. I just decided to come on tonight to see what type of traffic I would get because I never come on live at night. I just wanted to come on at night to see who was here, who was joining me. Thank you guys for commenting. I appreciate that. And I will see you guys. If you want to come on tomorrow, you got to join me tomorrow. But again, if you're going to watch the videos, make sure you watch them all the way through. Like the video, comment, and watch it all the way through. And if you subscribe to the channel, make sure you turn on that notification button so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Okay? And if you guys want to, you can comment on any video. If you want to see something in particular with regards to stroke recovery, just let me know. But I got plenty of videos for you guys to watch. Plenty of them. Look at the playlist that's on there. Have a good night, y'all. Appreciate it.